Hey, what's up, everybody? It's TJ with Sanctified Homes, and today we're here with Cam Nelson. You might remember him from a previous video where we were talking about door casing and everything. World-renowned carpenter to me. Obviously, we love all the work he does. We are going to talk about crown molding today. This is a simple crown profile. So mostly I just wanted to kind of ask questions, Cam, for you.
Yeah.
You know, putting crown in a house, it's not per se super difficult. It's very detail oriented.
Yeah,
right.
It can be. Yeah.
And it depends on what we're using for crown, if it's painted, if it's that.
Yeah.
Can you give me just like a basic rundown? I'm thinking about putting crown in my house. What should I think of? What should I be concerned about? What should I make sure my finish carpenter knows?
Well, yeah, there's a ton of different profiles, which should, like you said, this is a very simple like cove profile right here. Probably one of the easiest profiles to work with. They can get very detailed, like lots of fluting and even beads and everything on. I guess like from a cost standpoint, the more detailed you get, the more expensive it's going to get. It could be anywhere from $3 a foot, lineal foot, to $15 a lineal foot.
Sure.
You know.
What about if it's, let's say, oak versus this painted?
Yeah, anything that's primed, like poplar, finger jointed pine, is going to be your friend when you're installing it. It's really easy. When you get to like oak, like stain grade wood, you gotta take your time, really take your time with it, and it really would help to have at least two people. Yeah, for longer pieces like that.
So, and that's, I know this is stuff people don't see, but from Cam's perspective, I guess I'm tooting his horn, because before he's doing stuff with a stained grain wood like that,
yeah,
it's either new blades, we're cleaning the blade through that process, because we need super precise cut.
Precise cut, yeah. Yes, definitely tool calibration, making sure measurements are really good. Like, if I have a corner I'm coming into, I'll cut my corner that's going, the end that's going into the corner, and it's going to an outside corner, I'll actually fit the piece, have one person hold the end, and go physically mark where that corner is going to be, instead of, just because of how stuff fits.
Yep.
It's just being precise when you're working with stained grade materials.
Yeah.
And skill, the skill that you
of course.
Yeah.
So skill's huge. Can you kind of explain, I'm putting crown up.
Yeah.
This kind particular, how do you cut it? What are you doing to bring those together? Because you can't just 45 that and bring it together.
Yeah, it depends on the profile. So lots like this stuff, what we're doing is process for inside corner called coping. So we'll bring just the end, butt it right into the corner. Let's say your wall is right here, your ceiling's here, and then this piece that's going to come into it, we're going to cut a reverse 45, and we're going to take a tool and we're going to basically cut out all of the extra material, and it's going to make the illusion of a perfectly minded corner.
So this is one that Cam is actually, he cut a 45, coped this out with the coping tool.
Yeah.
So this would go into the corner, and this can
So this would be, this piece would be your ceiling here, and then this will actually do this, like it would come in, and then it creates the illusion of a perfectly mitered corner like that. Now, it depends on the profile. Some crown molding is uncopable because it has like too many ins and outs, and just with the angle, you just can't do it.
Okay.
So in that case, you're gonna have to miter your corners. And we all know that through the drywall process, nothing is absolutely perfect in corners, like with excess drywall mud, whatever it is. So in those cases, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a pocket full of shims, and you're gonna manipulate your miter together with those shims, and then nail it off, and then should be good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we're putting that up and installing it, are you asking, or do you need extra nailers? Are you finding the studs?
Yeah, so simple stud finder.
Okay.
On the wall, and then in the ceiling too, you're going to have one way in your room, you're going to have floor joists or trusses that you're going to nail up into. The other side, you're not. So if what I'll do on those sides is I'll use a 2.5-inch 15 gauge nail to, I'm not going to be able to get all the way on the top, but I can get in the body of the crown to get it into the double top plate to give it some more stability on those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we have a client, let's pretend somebody's looking to build, obviously we're not trying to teach a finished carpenter how to do this. This is more like, hey, if you come out to your house, you need to be looking for this from your finished carpenter.
Yeah.
We go in the room, we'll actually put out some B-roll here, some you've already put in.
Yeah.
Like, what should they be looking for?
Well,
like, is it, I mean, obviously gap, some of that.
Yeah. You know, I think the big deal is when your crown goes onto the wall, what I like to do is I go around and I snap with a really, really light color chalk down a certain amount from the ceiling all the way around the room. That way I know that the bottom of my crown molding is going to look straight all the way around. Now the ceiling might have a little bit of variance, but the eye's not really going to be drawn to that. What it's going to be drawn to is that how straight that crown is all the way around.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Cam's obviously set up here. One other quick thing. This is just like maybe for a do-it-yourselfer. Hopefully a trim carpenter would know this. But when you're cutting crown on our miter saw,
Yep.
you have to have extra tools. Or sorry, accessories.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're gonna be doing it, my suggestion would be a 10-inch, 12-inch miter saw. 12-inch miter saw is gonna give you more cutting capacity. You don't need it, but yeah, good quality blade, 80 to 100 tooth blade, sharp. And then here I also have installed on the saw would be, these are called crown stops right here. It's an accessory that goes on and off. And then also I have aftermarket fences on here, which really help a lot.
Yeah.
Because when we cut our crown mold, it can be kind of confusing. There's a couple different ways to do it. You could cut it on the flat with a compound miter. If you know what the degree of what's called your spring angle is. Spring angle is just basically what degree it meets the ceiling and the wall. Sure. Different crown profiles are going to be different. Different manufacturers are going to be different.
Yep.
So what you need to do, start with, is find your spring angle. And I personally, I've done it every way. This is how I feel is the easiest way. These fences, you pretend those are your wall. That's your wall. The bed of the saw is your ceiling. Okay? So if you can remember that and visualize that in your mind, it's going to make things a lot easier. So, and when we do is, so the rule is you're always upside down and reverse. So, just the opposite of what you would
Backwards around.
Yeah. So, let's say that this is our corner right here and the wall comes like this and comes back around. We're going to be wanting to cut our miter this way.
Sure.
And it might take a little bit of time to get that down, but once you go through it,
yeah,
your brain automatically will go back to
sure.
So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, when you're coping, and if you can cope a piece, it's gonna make it go a lot faster.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys know we love Cam. We're trying to hire the best carpenters that we have out there. If you have questions, I think Cam will be willing to keep kind of doing some of these videos, but specifically the finished carpentry, reach out, let us know. We'll try to get videos out there for you guys so that we can answer some of this, because unfortunately people like you, right, and me see a lot of stuff where we go in homes and it's like, geez, who did the finished carpentry? Well, most homeowners have no idea. They see it's white trim and that's beautiful.
Yeah. And I mean, there's tricks and tips that you learn as you do this, and it just, at the end of the day, it makes for a better product.
Yeah, that's what we all
right. Yeah, exactly.
For you guys. So anyway, guys, let's give a big thanks to Cam. We have his contact info. If you would like that, reach out to us. In the meantime, make sure you're reaching out, asking questions that we can get answered for you. So anyway, make sure at the end of the day, you like, subscribe, follow our page. Make sure you guys are reaching out, sharing the videos. It helps us. We do this to honestly help the industry and raise the standard. So as I always finish, don't forget to raise your standard. We'll talk to you guys soon.